Hello, everyone. My name is Wade the Wallaby, and welcome to back to another live stream. Now, I have some good news and bad news. I'll start with the bad news question mark. Um, so yesterday I was playing Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 with my friend, and the friend had another friend that seemed to have extreme aggression to me. And she apparently is a she kept on uh um being very rude, not rude, yes, rude and aggressive. She was have never seen anybody that she wasn't toxic. She was a bully, and in my experience of my entire life of being on Steam for like since 2013, I have never experienced something like this bad. Not only she kept on spawn killing me in Left 4 Dead 2, she was also possibly nippling me in Left 4 Dead 2, like autonomous shoving and autonomous killing, which is basically admin abuse. So she was so bad that I reported her on Steam because I don't know what's wrong with her, or maybe she was in a bad mood. She says she serves in the army. Claims that she has autism, but I don't believe that bullshit. What people say. I know what I see when I know it's autism because I'm already autistic, and I know when people are telling the truth or not. And she just made fun of my disability, and that's what crossed the line when she was making fun of my autism, calling me autismo or something. um she That was the line. She was abusing my disability, and that is extremely offensive. And it's just, it hurts my feelings, and I'm still trying to figure out bantering and stuff, and I just feel like I'm being like bullied, and just, but people are just trying to push my buttons, and when they do, I get sweaty, very sweaty, and it just annoys me when I get very stressed out. Now, there are some other people I need to talk about that have, I should say, dishonored me. Let me look. Uh, we have Scott Manley, the famed person that I loved for a long time. I hate him now. Why? Well, number one, he hasn't responded to me. Number two, I tried donating him money and he refused. Number three, that thinks he probably blocked me for some reason. Number four, no other replies. I even unsubscribed to him, but because I felt bad, I subscribed to him. Now I feel like I should unsubscribe to him, and don't even listen to him anymore. Every time I see a notification, I get so angry. Foster Chain also is one of my enemies. He's Canadian. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I don't care. I unsubscribed to him. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, yes. And these people that have betrayed me have made my day miserable. And it's just unfair and unpleasant to have something like this happen to me. And I just wish I had headphones on this so I can use this microphone on like on my games instead of this webcam, because this webcam is worse than the other webcam I had, and it was, 1080p. It had a better microphone than this one. This one comes with a light, a stand, but the microphone is shit. I don't know. Uh, Now there is some good news, but it's probably not as important as that. I really need a haircut. Um, we have finally got a sink, but the bellow man hasn't came over, and he will. I think on Wednesday he should put it in. Yes, I'm gonna have a sink finally. Yes, all this time I had no sink in the bathroom. Yeah, it was just awful. And to be honest with you, back in the day when it was like Black Friday, like when it was Black Friday, my mom ordered a sink and it was made out of marble. It of course cracked. Second one she ordered, it cracked. And then of course they don't sell them anymore. And if this one is cracked, which is this one we have is granite, I'm gonna pee my pants on purpose. I will pee my pants. I don't care if I get wet because peeing my pants is less intimidating than pooping my pants. Because, I have pooped my pants accidentally and it was awful. I was mortified. Um, yeah, I am so disgusting. uh, that's good old. So yeah, this Emily person on Steam, hostile. Avoid her if you are having disability. I recommend staying away from her because she's older than me. She's like 23, 24, and I what was that? I have no idea what was wrong with her. I'm jumping back and forth. You probably can't even focus what I'm saying, but hey, I'm trying. I'm trying to focus. Probably my mom's gonna look at this and she's gonna be like, you didn't even focus on the task." Okay, now I'm just making no sense. Yeah, you are not making sense. Because what happens is I keep thinking stuff and it just comes right out of my mouth. Something like that. Now, if you're gonna say that as a joke, accusing me of autism, it won't affect me. But if you're actually making fun of my disability, that's extremely unpleasant and not appropriate for that. And I'm kind of bit in a stance of like barely surviving in my sanity. No, haven't seen that. Nope. 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 I haven't seen no creepy Kirby, which I don't play those games, except for Mario, but I haven't played that in like years. Uh, yeah, back in the day, when I used to, my first multiplayer game was Jumpstart, and if you don't know much about Jumpstart, it's like the entire game is multiplayer. It also had a sequel which was called Space Math Space Station, and it didn't seem that much popular, but it did. But back to Jumpstart, it was all multiplayer game. Like every single person was on the same server at once. And I remember, there's like worlds that you can go or something. I think that was back in 2010 or somewhere around there. I think I stopped playing it maybe in 2012 or 2013, somewhere around there. Somewhere around I stopped playing. The reason why is because there was updates and it just got more complicated and complicated. And I was playing on my mom's old laptop, which I have over here. Battery doesn't work, so it doesn't even barely even charge. No, it does even have a battery, I should say. Um, it has a Blu-ray DVD disc, but because it is Windows 10, my dad says it doesn't work anymore. I don't think that laptop cannot handle anymore. It works. Probably has a shitty webcam, worse than even this. It's not a Mac, no. But yeah, Jumpstart. I wonder if it's on. I remember I saw Jumpstart on Nanny's computer when I enabled the icons and it was there. I'm like, we all this stuff was there. Damn, I must have been stupid. Delete them, of course. And oh man, I met some. But the stupid thing was, well, to me it was stupid. Is that you could not type and chat. There were in Jumpstart. There were um click like preset um letters that you clicked, like go 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 or over here. There was no like you're typing on. But maybe that's because the kids that said a bad word they wouldn't say. Maybe they fixed it. I used to be a legend on there. I had like old stuff, like a freaking golden freaking pirate boat. Oh yeah. I was a well, back then I thought I was epic. Um but yeah, Math Space Station was interesting. The lobby was like you fed this thing with math. Yeah, Baldy would love that. um yeah, it was probably the first multiplayer game that I could think of. And it was huge. Like the map was huge. You could go to different worlds. I mean, back in 2012, that was years ago. Probably in 2012 because I probably started to play Gary's Mod, and I do know when I started playing Gary's Mod because that was my first thing on Steam, which was back in 2013. So 8 years ago, I've probably played Jumpstart since 9 years ago, or maybe even 10 years ago. Jeez. However, I have played Kerbal since 2012, maybe 2013, somewhere around there. I started playing it. Um, but this was not on Steam because I was still stupid. Uh, I didn't know much of knowledge. Today I know like so much knowledge, like space exploration. I barely knew even shit. I well, that's expected because I was like fucking 12 years old when I started playing. 12 years old when I started playing Gary's Mod. And you're thinking, oh yeah, you were like one of those squeakers. And yes, I have got kicked and banned. But back then, when I got banned, I was like probably crying. Because one of the servers on Gary's Mod, which was my favorite server, it was called Xenogen Gaming. I played on it until 2015 and I just fucked up and I there was an admin on there and I was just dead and I spawned some helicopters in and then I got banned permanently. Oh yeah, that was evil. That was a bad day, but it's not as bad as me getting terminated on YouTube. That was the last straw. I think New Horizons spacecraft is involved in this. You know how I know that? Think about it. It did a flyby of Pluto back in 2015. That's when I started my YouTube channel. When it flew by Arakoth, I guess that's how you say that, on January 1st, 2019, and I was terminated on January 5th, there seems a connection right there. It's my mama says, I think you're talking about a conspiracy theory. Are you trying to be a conspiracy? I don't want you to be. there is okay. Let's go back to the Rozo. That's my friend's name. No, wait. Let's go back to something that I noticed. When I was on my iPad Mini, I on my Steam profile, there was this person I used to have a friend with. He or she was named uh, I forgot what it was. I could probably check right now on my computer. It's on my profile. Let me look on here. My computer is having an aneurysm. All right, let's see here. No name 4894123. Um, so it's no information given, but if I add friend, error adding friend, communication between you and this user has been blocked. And I thought, I don't know what happened, but I looked on here and it says something about a YouTube content. Just weird by approaching, or I think they're just talking about me. Um, wait a minute, that was 7 hours ago. Wait, what? Uh, huh. I don't know why I'm blocked on here. That's so strange. I I don't know what's wrong. What did I do wrong? So, if you're wondering what my Steam is, it's Skypix. Now, there are some people that try to copy me, and I won't tolerate it. Oh, found these. Well, I didn't find them. I already found them like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months. I don't know what it was. I hope I don't get in trouble. But this is a album, a soundtrack on CD, from Top Gun, and I'm not gonna play it because I'll get destroyed by I wonder when this was printed. No, it says 1990, but that might be 86, but that might be blah blah blah. But I want to see when it was printed. Probably doesn't say. I know it's not from 80 because they didn't have CDs back then. At least I know that. I haven't known about CDs. Also, there is a soundtrack from Twister, which you would think, why would they be a soundtrack for Twister? But yeah, here it is. There's also one from Independence Day, but it's in the car. And that's what I found. Yeah, there's more. Because back in the day, if you're born probably like from 2005, no, like maybe, I don't know, 2009, 2008, somewhere around there, you probably have not heard about these. Well, what happened is when you are before Audible, not Audible, but before iTunes and before all that, you had to buy these. And they, of course, used to be cassette tapes. Used to be cassette tapes originally. And what would you do is that you would like your song, for example, somebody's watching me and you just only want to listen to that and the rest of it is garbage. Sometimes it's actually pretty good most of the time. But back in the day, you could only get like an album, which basically what the copyright people would do, or I should say the people that own the music want to push all that stuff out onto the album. And what they would do is what they put now, of course, these CDs have more room because I know how CDs are because I'm not talking to speaker, microphone. Wait, I gotta go back. They talk about the CD, no, the albums, and they would put them all in. And when you buy them, the rest of it's just garbage. Okay, I said that. Nowadays days, you could just go up to iTunes or anything like that and just pick out a music and then boom, there it is. And Yes. How I know that? Well, because of me, my mom teaching me about back in the day. Nowadays, yeah, but with CDs, they're much more different. Instead, of course, fast forwarding with a cassette tape, or I should say, seeking, well, I think, no, fast forwarding, you could basically use the seek button or whatever you use, and it just instantly goes to the next song. That's what's cool about CDs is that they are digitally and digital. I guess I should say that enhanced. Now, if you look closely at a CD, now these are CDs, which I believe they stand for compact disc. I think I got that right. DVDs are different. They are larger and they have more longer. Now, if you looked what a CD and DVD look like, there's like grooves, macroscopic grooves that are invincible to the naked eye, but they are there, and that's what that thing that you hear that goes like this. That's why the discs rotate, so it can basically find all of the tracks. So when you pick this, it instant goes to that track. That's why it spins, so I'm guessing so it can find all the how many tracks they are, so it can load them onto the computer, and then bam, and then you can do that. But with a cassette, you can't. They're just so let's grab out this twister, and if you look very closely, you could actually see grooves. Let's see. Ooh, that's shiny. Let me look. They're there. I know they are. They're hard to see, but they are there. Maybe this one doesn't have it pronounced. Let's try the Top Gun one. I think it's if you don't, as long as you don't play them, you don't get in trouble. These discs are in great condition. These discs are like really good condition. Ooh. Oh yeah, this one shiny, beautiful. Hold on. Calm down. Well, what was that? Did that just blink? Okay, yeah, this one. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Do you see the rim? I know you can see it. The right there, all the large, a little different color that's on like the edge right here. That there is the tracks. Maybe not. It has to be. Really? I have to get a microscope. Almost the same thing as a VHS, which you know what they look like. They're big plastic things that are like having a magnetic spindle. I should say tape, and it is magnetic, and it's kind of weird. Man, the technology back then were very interesting if you look at it. You it's just the reason why I'm talking about this is because in 20 years or 10 years, people are going to stop talking about this. It's going to be forgotten. And we're going to look at like iPads from like 2011, in like 30 years, it's going to be like, you know, what's going to be the next evolution? Like what is going to be the next evolution of the iPad or I mean, or the iPhone. I mean, when the iPhone was shown into that, with Steve Jobs, that famous 2007 presentation, which sadly this was my mom's cancer, it blew everyone's mind, and it just was a permanent figure of what is today. And you would think, oh, an iPhone, oh yeah, I have those. No, remember back in 2007. Yes, I don't like that old man. I don't like transgenders. I don't like lesbians. I don't like gays. I don't like all of them. I just like straight people like me and just, and if you're offended, too bad. So sad. Try to behave yourself and become straight this time. And I hate that old man. I hate him. I wish he doesn't even come up, and I can criticize the government because I is allowed to. He's just he's just too old. I feel bad for him because he needs to go somewhere else. He cannot run a country. I'm sorry, little old fella. You can't run a country. You're 70 years old or more. You gotta just step, and of course you have that stupid bitch, the vice president. Oh, she's even worse. No, both of them are worse. Mm, ugh. She thinks she's black. She's not. What in the world is going on with this country? And it's just like inflation. All the prices are going all the way up. And you know why? Oh, is it because there's like people having uh a lot of babies, you know? And what my mom had a great idea. Tax, if you have too many kids, then those kids get tasks. That's what my mom said. So each if you have like 3 children, you get taxed. And the more children you have, the more tax you gotta pay. And that's gonna probably stop people having more babies because back in the day, when you have a baby, you get like care or like health care. But now they stopped that. Well, they didn't stop that. They actually like I think a few month or maybe a year or something that you can have. Um, but because an only child, you have all your attention to that one person, and that's when they become smart, like me, and they know about common sense. When you have a bunch of spoiled brats that are just snowflakes, that's not good. So, if you are female watching this and you want and hopefully you're like 30 years old or older, not and maybe yeah, when you're 40, you're going to have a chance with autism child. Um but don't get pregnant in 20 or even younger cuz no, you need to have enough money to raise a child. It takes a lot of work. You know, because of me, I was running around when I was a little kid because I walked like 7 months. Yeah, I walked in 7 months. That's just the right amount of time of riding on Mars. If I would have launched, if I was born and then I was launched into orbit and went to Mars, I would have walked on Mars. That's how exactly, because 7 months or 6 or 7 months is the time to go to Mars, which is the fastest route. But yeah, orbital mechanics. But yeah, if you are 20 years old, don't get pregnant. This is not a good time to do it. I recommend getting pregnant if you're a female. I recommend at least 30 years old, at least 30 or more. And then your deadline will be 40 years old. Hello there. Promotion. Well, I just. So, hmm. That actually is a good idea. Ha. Well, so yeah, I'm just trying to make things a little bit better for you. Whoa, what was that? This camera, this webcam is cursed. I swear this webcam is gonna like when I'm in sleeping and then it's gonna come over. I saw the camera on the screen just twitch. I don't know if you guys don't see it, but on my screen I saw it move and it just twitched. The light flickers sometimes, and I feel like it's gonna like come into my sleep and start stabbing me to death. I just speaking of um I should say not being stabbed in the bed, but um I have a phobia. Now you're gonna think, oh, that's stupid. Well, I have a phobia of dinosaurs. I know they're extinct, but I just every time when I stop watching Jurassic Park, I just every time I stim, like right there, I feel like there's gonna be a velociraptor coming from the basement, and I know there's not gonna be a no object coming out of existence because and when I saw documentaries, I was like, oh, are dinosaurs ghosts and they're inside your house? Oh god, okay, it makes me just creep out just by thinking about it. I have a dinosaur phobia. I, now, I mean, yes, sometimes I do get a little scared, but in Jurassic Park 3, absolutely, because you've been a while and you deserve it. What, you don't like it? But yeah, it was not was, but I just it's a phobia that I have. I know very many people don't have that, but I know kids like, oh, dinosaurs, that sounds cute. And I'm like, hell no, no. You see one of those giant things? Goddamn T Rex could just eat you whole. Oh, fun fact. In Jurassic Lost World, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, there's a scene in there that has when the T Rex is rampaging in the city. One of them is a is called Unlucky Bastard. It literally says that on the
Fridays have also been considered unlucky in modern times as it has been a day of public execution of criminals for many years, commonly called Hangman's Day.
thanks Echo. Ugh, what the hell was that? That was Alexa and Echo. I don't know what he said. Something about unlucky days or something. It's what the fuck? Oh god, I keep thinking that HomePod Mini will just come back to life and playing some music. Oh my god, I'm gonna be dead meat. It was an accident. And lawyer is like, no, it's not. Okay. What, you don't like dinosaurs? Hell no. I don't like dinosaurs don't exist. Well, listen. Okay, okay. That's a lie. They did exist in 64. Ah, that's a great question. Mike, yeah, let's see. I play, here are my games that I have. I play Army Men RTS, Astroneer, Baldi's Basics Plus, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Black Mesa, City Skylines, Counter Strike Condition Zero, Condition Zero Delete Scenes. What I haven't played that yet. Counter Strike Global Offense, Counter Strike Souls or Source, Cry of Fear, Dave Defeat Source, Gary's Mod, Half Life, Half Life 2, Half Life 2 Deathmatch, Half Life 2 Episode 1, Half Life Episode. Never mind. Half Life Episode 2, Half Life 2 Lost Coast, uh, Half Life Blue Shift, Half Life Deathmatch Source, Half Life Opposing Force, not Offspring Forces, Half Life Source, Henry Stickmin Collection, Homeworld Deserts of Karak, Kerbal Space Program, Left 4 Dead 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator X Steam Edition, Moonbase Alpha, Natural Selection 2, Portal, Portal 2, um, Simple Planes, Simple Rockets 2, The Sims 4, Sometimes Source Filmmaker, Space Engine, Space Flight Simulator, Subnautica Below Zero, Surviving Mars, Take on Mars, Team Fortress Classic, and Team Fortress 2. Wait a minute, I thought those are all the games. Well, not all of them. Here are some of the ones that I don't play. Battlefield Hardline, Face Rig, Granny Chapter 2, Quake, Reentry and Orbital Simulator, SCP Secret Laboratory, Ship Simulator Extremes. All these are undownloaded. Or I should say uninstalled. Tattletale, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, Universe Sandbox, Who's Your Daddy? Also, these are non-Steam games. Let's see here. My Steam is Skypix, not Skipix. Let's see. Half-Life Before, which, and here are the games that are not on Steam. Minecraft, which something's wrong with it, and Orbiter 2016, which is a like Kerbal Space Program, but like for like pros, like for like people that know how to orbital like hardcore people. And yeah, I'm okay. And I could give you a link, but I'm too lazy unless if you tell me like really bad. One of my favorite ones, let's see here. My least favorite is Tattletale. I used to play my favorite one, which was Ship Simulator Extremes, but for some reason it would not load and it kept on crashing every time I load it. And I kept on telling people on the internet, but they won't respond to me. And I got a warning on Steam because I said something of spamming, even though that I perfectly needed help. So my favorite game that I like to play constantly is, let's see. Well, it does go back and forth, but I will give you one thing. My favorite game currently, it's really tough. Let's see. What um well, Orbiter 2016 is not a game. Um it's a simulator, so I don't know. It's very hard to. Okay, I'm gonna say Gary's Mod. My favorite game that I can't play is Ship Simulator Extremes. SCP Secret Laboratory does not work anymore. It keeps on like saying that the Unity is broken and I can't play it anymore. It will not work no more. And I keep on asking people, but you know, Reentry, it's just too big of loading, and I'd rather play it on Steam Deck, which I will get very long time later. Quake, which was just got boring. Portal, well, I don't know. Moonbase Alpha, there's a lot of like weak people, like I mean like weak intelligent people. And it's just like memes and stuff, but really it's just science. And that oh, ew, Texas speech. Kerbal, I have mods on there. Uh, yeah, I had a guy working mods. Um, yeah, it. I don't play Kerbal. I haven't played since May 26th. Ooh, Xbel X1, cool. That's not from Issei. Oh, hi. Let's play Destroy the Breaking Jeb. Ah, yeah, reference from Breaking Bad, which I don't watch. Oh, you motherfucker. Cottabus. I hate you. I will hate your soul and I will hate everything. Oh, his real name's Matt? Huh. Yeah, whatever. I don't like you anyways. Mm-mm. I don't like you. He is not a good. Why are the comments? Why are the comments not working? That's weird. Maybe I'm just stupid. You're stupid. This is beautiful. Outer planets. I think that's what it is. Outer planets. Yeah. Um, I was thinking about making Orbiter 2016. That's funny. Orbiter 2016 movie. With the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, but I have a guy that worked on OBS, and I just don't know what to do. I could try some other recording software, maybe like Sony or something like that. Um, yeah, I don't have a favorite, but I do like Battlefield 1. I like it, but yeah. Counter Strike Source I sometimes play. Um Oh, I'm so dry. So, here are your missions for today to make me a little happy. Um all of you that are listening to me, you will have to go to find Scott Manley. Talk to Scott Manley in a social way because I can't, and tell him that if you heard of Wade Warner, please unblock him because he has some questions. I have a question. Why didn't the Apollo service module uh did not have no solar panels, and instead of why did it use fuel cells instead of solar panels? That's a question. Um, and Ann Foster Chain or whatever it's called. Everyday Astronaut, tell them too, because for some reason my donations, I don't know. Um, and I'm just lonely that people just say that I'm annoying and I have the most annoying voice ever, and it just breaks my brain. It hurts my feelings, and I don't understand how to fight back and to, you know, I it's I don't understand why people say that I'm annoying, even though that my mom says that I'm not annoying. But the majority of people have said that my voice is annoying. So ruling out the votes, I'm gonna say that my voice is annoying. So maybe in the future I can have a maybe my somehow I can get surgery on my vocal cords so I can get rid of them, and that way I can't talk, and that way I can annoy anyone or something like that. Or I could probably use, some type of device, or maybe because you're not used to an autistic person talking because most of them can't talk. So maybe I should go silent forever and basically have to rely on, a device to talk, which would be it would be uncumbersome for me. Um, but most of the majority of people have said that I'm annoying. I'm not sure if they're jealous or are they actually saying that to me. And if they are actually saying that to me, then I should be ashamed of myself for even existing on this planet. Why did I came here from my mother? Why did I have to witness this? Why are these people saying that I am annoying and stupid and don't know what you're talking about and saying that math is like the most thing and I don't understand. Thank you. Some people have NASA shirt. You would think that they would know about NASA, but no, no. Unless he has SpaceX, then that would be more cumbersome. But I don't know. Um, you can also follow me on Twitter, which is Wade the Walby. You can also join my group, The Walby Mob, on Steam, which was founded in 2017. Um, what? It did it again. Let's see. Has it been an hour? I must be immune. Yeah, that's right. I must be immune. Go away! No one gets in. I'm gonna break that door down and I'm gonna shove it up your ass. You go, ding dong, dinner served. Come and get it. I can't believe this. Hey, Lewis, you look like shit. Oh, what the heck? Hey, Lewis, I got pills. Ha ha, very funny, clever. Ugh. Wait, have you ever heard of yourself? There's people. Yay. Oh yeah, the what is it called? That Granimate Caillou thing. Kalu, they sometimes call him. Grounded, grounded, grounded. When I saw that, what am I doing? I'm losing my mind. I have a mind. Is it like a Karen? I have a mind to call the cops. I can sue you in court. Give me over here. This is a Karen. Karens are aggressive and a little. Dave defeats Sauce. Orbiter 2016. Yeah. I tried doing that. Yeah, it doesn't work for some reason. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong. I will soon get a haircut. On Wednesday, I think. Yes and no. It's not a good subject to think about, but I only know a few things, but I like big numbers, like really big, like sextillion and Google or Googleplex or tree three trees or fuck, even the Mandelbrot set. Well, technically, that's not a number, that's a graphical image. If you don't know what I mean, it's a weird shape that seems to be a bunch of locations. It's actually beautiful because if you add colors in, it just when you zoom in, it just gets just chaotic in some regions. The Julia set, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. It was actually discovered by accident. Um, well, um, I well, if it wasn't for the virus, I would have probably went to get some college. But since I don't have an ID and I don't have a driver's license, you think I'm 21? Don't you think I would have had it already? 2019. Oh yeah, it was it was confusing. 2016 wasn't that bad, but 2019, January 5th, 2019 was the worst day of my life. Just and still it breaks my heart to this day. I will never ever lose what happened. And I'm going to say this, YouTube. I want it back. But I think about going to college. But there's just a lot of things we have to do first. We have to put the sink in. Well, they will put it in. We need to. But if I do get my ID, my grandma or nanny will give me a VR headset and for a reward. Um uh I'm more mature than that Emma person. My worst day. Well, it was on January 5th, 2019. Now let's go back in time. Way back in 2015. Actually, let's go back from 2012. In 2012, I really wanted a channel or a YouTube channel. My original intro was actually called Hello YouTube Fans. This was way before I even had an account, and I didn't know how to get an account because I was basically like 11 or even 12 years old back then, or probably even 10 years old. And I knew about YouTube long before I did. So, after some years, and I decided, you know what? Fuck this. I went on my iPad, and this was the old iPad from 2011. And I founded the my YouTube account in 2015. It was originally called my mom's name, but now I changed it to Wade the Wallaby because I found a new type of hobby that I discovered in 2015 or late 2015. Now, I didn't know them before, but I don't like to talk about it because I get embarrassed. Um, but yeah, it turns out to be furries, but that I didn't know back then. It was something else. But I digress to back in 2015. I was so I was focused on like Minecraft games, and back in the day, I didn't know how to use recording on the screen because I didn't know about OBS. I didn't know how to get it. I didn't know anything. I was really young. I started Garry's Mod back in 2013, but I started recording I would have my iPad or originally was my iPad right here, like right here. Um, and what happened, it's just my iPad was getting full. And so then I decided to use my iPod Touch, which, I could live stream. YouTube doesn't do it anymore for some reason. You have to have like 1K subscribers just the live stream mobily, which is bullshit. So in 2015, I got some sadness and stuff, banned from servers and stuff. In 2016, my computer crashed because it was Windows 10 and it caused things to go problems. I saw a glimpse of a blue screen of death. That's how bad it was. It could even display the blue screen of death. It just blinked and then just died. Turns out my computer literally just well, not literally, but just sadly. So my dad, the expert of technology, figured out that it needed a new video card. So in 2016, again, he got me a new video card, which I still have. A way better video card. I remember he said, "Yeah, I gave you a beat," and he's like having the box and he like threw it like back like that. It was funny. Um, so at about the time, I also did Pluto missions. Never mind. Never mind. However, from 2015, after all those years of course, having so much entertainment, I had maximum was 126 subscribers. Now you're thinking to yourself, what happened? Well, my dear, this was the worst day of my life. And while I was playing Kerbal and while watching Ares Mars missions, I wanted to go back to replay the video while I was playing Kerbal Space Program, and I noticed something strange. I was logged out. I'm like, okay, that's probably just somehow I just got logged out somehow. And I went and back and signed in multiple times. It kept on saying error. Come to find out, I was terminated without no warning at all. And when it said it was suspended, but then when I went at school, I had a teacher that subscribed to me and it said on there, this channel was terminated from community guidelines. And then I just teared up and just depressed. And then I was like, what am I going to do? And after all those years, all those videos, live streams, all those subscribers, 126 subscribers disappeared. They're still there, but I can't access the channel anymore. My mom tried everything. She contacted YouTube, and all it said was, "We are sorry. We are not able to receive your blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's a bot." So there was only one thing we could do, make a new channel. And the only way we could do that was to make a completely new email. So on January 7th, 2019, we decided, of course, made a new channel. It originally was called Wade the Wallaby 2, but I renamed it to this. Nickname is actually Wade the Wallaby still. In fact, you might see some remnants of it. After that, I kept on saying to myself, I hope I get my channel back. If you look at my first video, you'll probably recognize how sad I was. And I was 17 years old because my birthday was on January 15, 2001. And I just was devastated. But it wasn't the end of the horrors. I made a playlist that I don't want to talk about because I don't want to get in trouble again, but there were other people that have the playlist. I'll tell you one thing, it was a fetish maybe. Um and what happened was I originally had it privatized, but then I decided to have it public because other people had that same thing public. And then all of a sudden I received a warning. A warning on YouTube. I still have it to this day. A warning. Oh, it's an hour. And I told them that, blah, blah, blah. They're like, you can't have it back. Fuck you. And I just was so angry at YouTube. And YouTube just gets worse and worse and worse. And it's just going to get worse. And it just pins me down to the floor. January 5th is also a dangerous date. If you watch the Ares mission to Mars, which I do have some links somewhere else on Twitter or anywhere else, you will get banned on YouTube. You'll get terminated on YouTube. It will also be much more harder if you play Kerbal while watching it. So, on January 5th, do not play or watch Ares Mars mission. If you do, you will lose your account forever. But I wasn't the only one. Where Yellow Woodby had his channel taken down for community guidelines. 3 years later, he got back and he hasn't even uploaded anything in a long time. But I'm still over here stuck. I don't know what I did wrong, and I'm still depressed to this day. 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And Yellow-footed rock wallaby was the Wade the Wallaby was actually a name that I picked out myself. It was originally going to be called Wade the Yellow-footed rock wallaby, but that would be too large and too a lot of words. So instead, I decided to name myself Wade the Wallaby, and later on, I would explain to you what the type of wallaby. It is a yellow-footed rock wallaby, which is a real creature in Australia that is kind of cute. Because my favorite color is yellow. That's why. My mom didn't get that connection like years. And then, of course, you know, and because of my autism, it just pinned me down to the floor. Like, I just cannot break the evilness that one person that pressed that termination button, you have ruined. He or she, wherever who you are that did that to me. You are a monster. You did something horrible. I hope you learn your lesson. You hurted a person's feelings and almost, possibly, ended the world. I am just in ruins right now. And that's why I am just so depressed every time. Ah ha ha ha, yeah. Oh. It is awful. And there's more other people that have that problems. YouTube is just a mess of too much rules. Too much rules. It's just so ridiculous. Like, eventually, maybe like 7 years. What is there you'll get terminated just because you said like, oh my gosh, or something like that, or like something stupid like, oh, even some of the musics are even copyrighted from Kevin McClellan or something like that. Yeah, things are changing and it's just awful. Might as well just have no music on your channel, or you could just make your own. But even that could also cause copyright because eventually I have a paradox. It's called the copyright paradox. Eventually there's going to be a song, and then that song will be a song. Okay, let me elaborate. When you have a music or a song or even a sound, they even copyright sounds, which is fucked up. For example, a rocket launch from Spirit or Opportunity rover chat, that's also copyrighted. What the fuck? You can't just go around saying, "Oh, I claim that Radio Chat as mine because I have music on there." No, no, that's bullshit. No, you can't do that. That is just terrible. You can't borrow somebody's chat, a radio chat like from the space shuttle. You can't do that. No, I don't care. Even War of the Worlds, from the original um chat from the radio broadcast is copyrighted too. Because there was a music from it and it had like some of the portions of it. It's fucked up. It's really bad. Let me elaborate. The copyright paradox is when you have something like, and then that music gets copyrighted. Eventually, there's gonna be a sound that's gonna be copyrighted, and then it's gonna be like the ambient sound is gonna be copyrighted. And then what will happen is people will get in trouble just because they'll lose money and people are gonna get in trouble. Eventually, even me talking will be copyrighted. There's gonna be a bunch of videos of music videos and a bunch of sounds that will be copyrighted, and people will basically get in trouble for no reason, even though that there's no music in there. You see what I mean? It's a paradox, and in 7 or less years, it's gonna be horrible. People are gonna stop making videos because they'll just get copyrighted, and those, probably just, it's just going to get awful. And YouTube doesn't have no idea, and other people, by claiming music. When you claim music, you're just making a bunch of music that is claimed. Fuck, even Lullaby or whatever the fuck that is even copyrighted. What the hell? It is just messed up. You might as well just copyright the entire thing. It's like communism and fascism. It's just ridiculous. And I'm going to predict this, and it's happening already. There's videos and stuff like, oh yeah, even animations. There's the Opportunity Rover animation. It's got in trouble by A&E. And yet, and no shit. Get this. Red Bull. First of all, Red Bull doesn't even own or doesn't even give a shit about the Opportunity and Spirit rovers on Mars. They don't have no involvement. Who owns Opportunity and Spirit? Jet Propulsion Laboratory and Lockheed Martin, or maybe it was Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It was definitely not Red Bull. No, no, you don't own that. No. Yeah, one channel was taken. Well, not channel, but one video was taken down, or I should say, you know how it is in your country, just because it had copyright from Red Bull. What? It's awful. It's just gonna get and the video is from 2007. The video is from 2007. It was fine before. Old videos that have been that copyrighted, like there was this one about an alien planet, and it was back in 2012 it was published, and then recently it was taken down. Am I a curse? Am I like this galactic ghoul? If I add something to a playlist, then YouTube is like, oh, that's in trouble. I'm gonna get you terminated or something like that, or like, I'm gonna remove the video. Ugh, it's awful, absolutely just awful, and it might as well just be a new type of thing, just like YouTube, but like less rules, like less rules, and just have some common sense. You're on me with this. It's horrible, depressing, and sad. I'm also getting hungry. It's already been 1 hour and 9 minutes. So I have to go and just relax.